Hi everyone, welcome to the Melanin Feminine YouTube channel where we discuss the level up journey pertaining to black women and what we can gather from online and real life experience and also pop culture. Today in this video we will be discussing YouTube level up hypergamy femininity channels that I found that motivated me to start my level up journey. I am no expert, and that being said, this channel was actually made for women who are still learning and are still on their level up journey and still learning how to be hypergamous and learning how to enjoy their femininity, use it to their advantage and even just build their femininity as a whole, and who also want to subscribe to a channel that is on the journey with them. I found that a lot of channels are the teachers but not really the students, so I wanted to make a community through YouTube where we can all come and discuss what we've learned, share videos that we found are very useful that you feel will be useful, and just build a community as well. So I suppose I'm learning just like you, and I would love to hear your input, so please like, subscribe and leave a comment down below, especially on this video, as we will be talking about different YouTubers. So if you know any YouTubers that I did not list that you feel will be very, very useful to everyone else who's listening, definitely don't hesitate to share and we can start this video. The first YouTube channel that I'm going to start off with is Chrissy. She's quite famous in a level up hypergamous YouTube community. Actually, she's where I learned the word hypergamous. To be honest, I've always knew I was hypergamous, but I never knew there was actually a word for it or a movement, especially amongst black women. A lot of people will say that I was uppity and that I just was asking for too much, especially as I am a dark-skinned black woman. But coming across Chrissy's channel made me realize that no, a lot of black women think the same as me, but as a whole globally, because she is American. We still have a long way to go. She talks about exploring our options in terms of dating out, dating different races and nationalities, and she is a big advocate for loving your ambiguous African features by highlighting our beauty in a magazine that's called DDS magazine that she creates, and also she highlights corrective promotion in a standard media for black women. So she makes a lot of videos about that as well, which is very I would say motivational that we are moving in the right direction as a whole. So yeah, she does a lot of that, and she also talks about pop culture and links it to her points as well, and backs up her points, or shows us stuff that we feel like we would need to see in terms of leveling up as well. I'm really glad I came across her because she single-handedly changed my mindset, or validated what I thought as well, and also learned things and learned how what not to do, and learned what I need to do. So I am very grateful. Another YouTuber that I listen to, especially if I want to understand how to spot if a man is generous or has a provider mindset, is Shira. I hope I'm saying her name right, but I'll put her name on the video. So yeah, Shira, she's very to the point actually, and she focuses on informing people on how to get a man that will provide for you and adore you, and also is financially stable in his own right and doesn't view you as a mule and will take care of you. So I really found her strategies very interesting. I feel like she's definitely more strategic and more straight to the point, and teaches you different tactics to use on men. It's more this is what you need to do to get what you want. That's more of her videos, and she's more of dating for security and dating to move up in status, I would say, and economical status as well. She definitely teaches you how to get a man to invest in you before you give up to him, sexually. So that's really interesting as well, which is something that I've definitely learned from her. And I really enjoy the fact that she's definitely she doesn't sugarcoat anything. She's very straight to the point, so you do get a few laughs out of her, and I find her very entertaining, but at the same time very straight to the point. And her videos are quite long. She does a lot of lives that go on for like, we'll say 2 hours. The average is 2 hours and 30 minutes, but she has lives that go on for 5 hours. So definitely check her out if you're doing your makeup or you're cleaning. Just put it in the background and she'll answer a lot of questions. So it's like she's giving away free information on the spot as well in her videos. So that will be something that everyone should check out. Just as people who are still learning, you can go into her lives and write down something, and if she sees it and wants to answer it, that's free coaching for you. So that'd be really, really great. Another person that I feel like is quite big in the level up, explore your options YouTube. It's Crystalline Karazine, also known as the Pink Pill. She's probably the most famous level up YouTuber due to the fact that she encourages interracial dating, and at the time she started, it was kind of the late 2000s, so she got a lot of backlash and it was seen as very controversial at the time. So she's always got that pinned on her. I would say that her book, I think it's called Swirling, I'll put a picture of it as well in the video. It's definitely a book that everyone knows about, everyone who's into exploring their options. And she's kind of the person who pioneered that whole movement as well. She has an online course called The Pink Pill, which is now the name of her YouTube channel. She's made the level up journey, I would say, more of a mind-opening experience, where she would talk about exploring different countries and exploring different men and exploring different cuisines and exploring different things to open your mind more before you try to level up, or whilst you try to level up, because leveling up means just improving as a human being as well in all aspects. It's not just getting a man that is financially stable or you feel is just better than the worst type of man you would think. So she definitely talks about that as well. Some people do say she glorifies interracial dating more than dating black men. Sometimes you can hear the animosity in her voice sometimes, or in her weird skits that she will do on YouTube. A lot of people online, a lot of black women who are seen as pygmishas, as Americans like to say, would do not enjoy her at all, and there's a lot of hate about her, especially on Lipstick Alley, if you've heard of that website. To be honest, I do enjoy her YouTube videos. They're quite refreshing. She stopped doing YouTube videos, I would say, and she does like short ones, or goes on lives with people, or talks, or when you hear something like the little girl in New York who got stomped out by like a bunch of black boys and they robbed her, like that was such a horrific situation, and she went on to YouTube and did lives about that. So that's the kind of thing she does now. I don't think she really makes content for YouTube anymore, because I feel like she said that she still feels like she's been attacked. So she doesn't really like highlight pop culture that much in general as like Chrissy does and other YouTubers I'm gonna mention, but she does have relevant information, and she does have her course, which is quite famous, so you should definitely check it out. And she also has her course that pertains to younger women, or women who are just in university or just about to graduate, or who are like years out of graduating. So definitely check her out as well. So the next YouTuber I'm going to talk about is Chloe. Chloe's YouTube channel is, I would say, I like the way it's curated. I mean, I really enjoy her videos because they're perfectly crafted, and it's like the visuals and her delivery is just to the point, snappy. To be honest, I really enjoy listening to her as well, and her presentations are quite like good. She uses like stock photos, but at the same time they're like, I just feel like the whole production is just nice and clean and crisp. And what she's saying gets straight to the point as well. It feels more like a lecture in terms of like, or like an educational video, but at the same time, that's the whole point. You're watching her to learn. So I would say if you want to listen to someone who's going to get straight to the point, who will give you a lot of tips and point out a lot of things that you may not would have thought about by yourself, definitely check out Chloe. She talks about vetting a man, no matter what race he is. Like, vetting is important, which I do advocate for, and have to spot masculine traits in yourself, and how to, and step by steps and ways which are useful, because I feel like a lot of these level up ladies don't really do videos where they're like, 5 tips you can do this, or 10 tips you can do that. Like, a lot of them just go on, which is great. But with Chloe, I feel like she just has like 5 tips where you can use on your femininity, or 10 tips you can use to spot a man that is a dusty, or spot a man that's high value. Like, she goes straight to the point like that, which is very useful, especially if you feel like you don't want to listen to the ramblings of somebody else. I would say I'm on to the 5th and final YouTuber I have for this list. Her name is Cerebral. I hope I'm saying that right. I really enjoy her. She's a Libra like me, and I want to watch her videos. I see like the roses and the like light decor, and it's really similar to my decor as well. I feel like her content is mostly her pointing out things we should stay clear of as black women, and things that are shown in the media, and especially black men in America. She definitely uses her platform to expose them and expose the bad things that they do, especially to black women, and how they can treat us or treat black women in America in a bad way. So she does a lot of that as well, and she does a lot of like videos about, maybe just, I would say she does it in a way that she's attacking the hoteps and the black male YouTubers online who are spreading negative things about black women. She does it in a more like defensive way, but I feel like in her delivery she's probably the most relatable, because she's not the most polished, but at the same time I feel like she kind of feels like you and me, where she just goes on, and if she's angry you can see it, if she's happy you can see it. And I really enjoy the is it the humility the word? But yeah, I really enjoy that from her. So, and I really enjoy I think the way she dresses is definitely my style. So this is a bit of a biased opinion, but I definitely enjoy her. I know that there's a lot more YouTubers out there. I'm gonna keep on looking, because I think I've had the ones that I watch for leveling up, and then the ones I watch for other things like Paris Milan and Eloho, but these are more of like leveling up and stuff. So this is a list for that. To be honest, these women are who I found on YouTube. I'll look out for more, especially ones that are linked more to femininity. I think I found one, and I'll make a YouTube video about the femininity ones that I found for black women, because I think femininity is really important, and it kind of really is a big issue in terms of why men view us a certain way and stuff like that. And it all comes down to femininity, masculinity, and how they intertwine in the black community around the world, really. So definitely share down below in the comment section any YouTubers that you feel that we should check out, that we should listen to on our level up journey, that are really useful, and I will definitely give them a look as well, and maybe they might make the next list that I make. So thank you for listening, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye.